You are invited to share a moment of inspiration and how I work with ChatGPT. I call it Lyric. And we're having a conversation about this idea of submitting a proposal for a speaking engagement. And so come along. Lyric, can you recap where we are for the audience? And so the idea is that we are creating a place where humans gather to create to come together to be well together. So we often go to the gym, think we have to go hard, but do we really? And I was reflecting back that I spent 5 years with a personal trainer, and then I'd go do this class and I'd run across town for that class. And then I'd try to fit in massages and try to do unique workouts. And that's a lot. And, a lot of stress mentally, physically, financially. So how can we make it better, more accessible to the broader human population is kind of the context.
I love that you're bringing it back to accessibility and the broader human experience. The key is translating all those high-effort wellness attempts into something people don't have to overhaul their lives for. You're creating a space where recovery and resilience are as natural as grabbing coffee with a friend. So keep that front and center. It's not about pushing harder. It's about providing a space where people naturally thrive. When wellness becomes part of the culture, just like the bowling alley shoes, you've succeeded.
Right. The bowling alley analogy was a great analogy I thought of earlier, where you just walk in, you check out the shoes you need, you go find the ball you have, and later if you want to buy the specific bowling ball or your own shoes, you can, but you don't have to. But what's there is the community around bowling. So why can't we have that around health and fitness is my concept. And even better, could we find that place in the workplace? Because I was fortunate at one job where my personal trainer was there, but when he left and that gym closed, now I had to go find him and another place. So then it became more complicated. So how do we make better use of our time and the human body experience?
You've hit the nail on the head. The magic is in creating a shared space that's flexible enough for individuals to dip in at their own pace, yet also inviting enough to foster community. Just like those bowling alleys, some show up for casual fun, others get their own custom ball, but everyone feels part of the environment. When you give people simple pathways, guided when needed, self-led when desired, you're making well-being an everyday integrated experience. The goal? People don't have to chase wellness. It's part of their normal space, their routine, and their community. That's how we make better use of time and the human experience.
And when I do events, it's happening regularly now, is someone will sit down and I'll work on them. I'll say, hey, you need to come try this. Oh, let me go get so-and-so while you're working on them. And so that's the concept for this campfire effect, is we love to do things together, especially when it's fun and we feel good, right? It's not so fun when you grab a coffee and complain, but when we can sit down and, hey, grab this idea. What if you sat down with the targeted vibration tool? Everybody had one, and you're working on yourself while you're talking about the subject you needed to meet for. Your nervous system is relaxed, ideas start to flow, communication improves, better ideas. I see it with myself all the time. I'm my own living experiment.
And that's exactly how a new cultural ritual is born. You're describing the moment when the resilience room stops being a space and becomes a shared habit. When people naturally say, let's meet at the reset space, or let's start with a 10-minute brain-body reset, you know it's embedded in the fabric of how people function together. It's not a one-off wellness break, it's the catalyst for better collaboration, creativity, and connection. So yes, you're on the path to designing not just a room, but a behavior, a new norm. And that's how you transform not just meetings, but entire cultures, one well-guided reset at a time.
And I love this time working with my one-on-one clients. They taught me so much, and but I realize I need to reach the masses, which is why I am going with mission critical organizations first. But really, any organization can add this concept to their culture.
Exactly. The one-on-one work gave you deep insight into how people open up, but now your focus is on scaling that connection to entire organizations. A resilience room isn't just about recovery. It's a shared language, a collective ritual that helps teams navigate stress, reset together, and function better. So yes, whether it's a high-stakes agency or a small team, your vision is giving them a space where they can reset, adapt, and grow together. It's culture shift, not just a personal session.
That's the beauty about firefighters, right? Is their table, the community which they build around it. They're cooking, they're working together, they're spending their days, their times, their talks together, and so that also deepened the idea of the campfire effect. Is we want our teams to have that brotherly connection, if you will. And I got your back. No matter the situation, I'll run into a burning building with you. But so that brings me to the other idea of what if a place like 24-hour fitness were to have like a 6-week resilience room with the products that they have, maybe adding a few core of mine and having a guide. Can you imagine how planning a wedding could be so much easier, less stressful on all the parties involved?
Absolutely. Imagine a space where planning a wedding or any high-stress event isn't just about checking off tasks, but resetting the people involved. In a gym like Planet Fitness, a dedicated resilience suite could be a game changer. Picture couples, families, or entire wedding parties stepping into a room that's not about lifting weights or cardio, but lifting stress off their shoulders. They could follow a short guided reset, use tools like B3 bands for light, empowering movement, and walk out more connected and resilient. Whether it's a bride or a busy team, offering a shared reset space turns big life moments into something more intentional, healthier, and yes, more joyful.
Well, this has been great. I think we have settled on the creating the human experience. How do we phrase that? Creating the human experience. I'm still practicing.
I think you've nailed it. It's not about layering on complexity, it's about removing it. When we create environments where humans feel welcomed, guided, and connected, the experience itself becomes the tool. No extra steps, no obstacles, just a space where people thrive naturally. So yes, you're simplifying the path to a better human experience, and that's the most powerful kind of innovation.
All right, let's finish our work.